And just other little things. We can use them as props. Me and my coaches always try to find a way to use those girls who aren't just ready for competition yet. And we always work together to figure out how can we get those girls ready for competition.
What makes Royal Pink Diamond different from the rest of the other dance team that we have, not only around the area, but around different cities, states, and all that?
Well, what makes us different, in my eyes, is the fact that they have an amazing coach, first of all. They have an amazing coach that makes us different. The second thing is the types of dance that we offer. We don't only offer hip-hop. We are a hip-hop majorette team, but we offer hip-hop, we offer ballet, we offer tap dance if we could, contemporary. I teach my girls cheerleading. I teach them modeling, acting if we could. And I don't see many teams that's teaching all of that stuff. So we don't only dance, we are versatile. The third thing that makes us different from other teams, in my eyes, I've been a part of several different teams here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, as well as different teams outside of it. And I think that my group is pretty humble. I think that they're humble. When you walk into the building, it's like, it's really organized. People are welcoming. I make sure my team welcome people who come in. It's positive. I have a good team. So that's what makes us different. The atmosphere is different from other teams. The fourth thing, I don't have any boys yet, but whenever the boys get brave enough to try out, what will make us different from other teams, I see many majorette teams, their boys they look exactly like the girls, which is no problem. Absolutely no problem that they look exactly like the girls, but I do want a different look for my guys. Whenever I do get the guys, I don't want them to look exactly like the guys on the other hip-hop majorette teams. And if you've never seen it before, just look it up online and you'll know what I'm talking about. But whenever I get some boys, I'll show you guys that it's not going to be exactly like another team. The fifth thing that makes us different is our book club. We do have a book club.
Okay.
I make sure my girls read, because a lot of the times I've seen a whole bunch of children that do not know how to read, or they can't put their sentences together. So I make sure that I find a book every few months, and my girls, they read, and we discuss that book whenever we get to the end of the chapter. I pick the books based off of their age group. So my 5 and 6 year olds will have a book that's different from my big girls, and then I'll go up levels. So the girls will have books according to their levels. And it may sound a little bit complicated, but I read all of the books that they read.
Okay.
So if I have 5 books, Coach Jytavia will read all 5 books, and we'll talk about all 5 books whenever we're finished, because I really like to read. So that's one thing that makes us different.
Okay.
You want some more?
One more. I mean, this is you. I know. This is you. This is your program.
Okay. Some more things that makes us different. I have a very helpful supermom team.
Okay.
I do want to mention my supermom, Tay. She is very amazing. Tay, she has my back 100%. And I think that my supermom team is different from other teams because I just think my supermom team is the best. They might even be the same, but I think that my supermom team is the best. So I just wanted to mention them. They make sure everything is done when I don't have it done.
Okay.
Whenever my parents need reminders, they send out reminders. Whenever we have fundraisers, they go out and they fundraise without me if I can't be there. My president supermom, she represents me when I can't be in the building. So if I have new people coming in, she'll stand in place and she'll make sure everything is taken care of. So that's different for me. I never really had people that were really, really helpful. So to know that you have people that are actually willing to help without getting something in return, it makes me feel good. And when I get people walking in, it makes them feel good to know that somebody is there to help them along the way.
Okay, let's talk about your family and how they feel about yourself and what you're doing in your life. How has your family impacted you?
My family gives me the most support. Now, you know that your family is going to be the people that come down hard on you. So all of their advice is not going to be the advice that you're going to always want to hear. But my family is pretty supportive. I have my dad, my mom, my sister, my brothers, my cousins. They all help. We do fundraisers every single Friday, and I have practice every single Friday.
Yeah.
So every single Friday, my dad, he sparks up the grill at his house without me, and he sells hot dogs and hamburgers to make a little bit of profit for the team. So he helps in that way. My sisters, they do the same thing. They make sure they promote the business every way that they can. My family also helps they help me find my building. They help me get it together.
Okay.
My dad, he's a really tough guy. So he pushes me and he helps me get things done on my own. So all the time when I reach out to him, it's not always like a yes, 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 or the answer that I want to hear. And I like that, because if I always got the answer that I wanted to hear, it wouldn't make me push as hard as I do for my business now. So that's a good thing for me. My dad, he's really hard on me. With my building, it took me a little bit to find my building. So my dad, he kept telling me, no, don't get this building, don't get that building, don't get this building. And I was so very anxious to get every single building that I saw. And he was pushing me and telling me, no, don't get this building, don't get that building. So I really like the support that he has. I like that he actually cares about where I'm investing my money and what I'm doing with the business and where it's going to go and how it's going to stand and all of that great stuff. They're really supportive.
It's really touching now to see your family. But they're proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, the little girl, she's out there, she's doing her thing, she has her own business.
Yeah.
She's successful. And that makes a parent proud. So as you move on in life, what's your expectation of yourself?
My expectations of myself is continue to push, be happy, and do what I have to do to be happy. Don't let anybody stop me from what I'm doing. Now, I can be honest and say that sometimes I overwork myself and I put a load on myself, but I want to put this load on myself so I can show the next generation that even though you have a load, you can handle it. You can handle teach and dance if you want to teach dance. You can go to school if you want to go to school at the same time. You can teach at a school if you want to teach at a school the same time. I just expect for myself to keep pushing and not give up, just so the next person can know that it is possible, because we're just not going to get things handed to us. And a lot of people I see in this generation, we start something and then we don't finish it, or we listen to what people say and we give up immediately, or we get one little barrier that set us back and then we don't even want to look back at it again. But what I want for myself is to just keep pushing and to help that next person get to where they need to be. A lot of us don't like helping each other. I want to help the next person. I want everybody to succeed just like me. And I know it's not going to be easy. I know this might not even be the day that I'm going to succeed. I might fail tomorrow. But I want everybody to know that even if I do, my dance team is going to stand and it is not going to end. I'll fail and I'll get right back up.
When your dance team is out there and they're doing the best and they get first place, how does that make you feel inside?
I would feel so amazing if my team could get first place, because after working so hard, getting the first place trophy would just show us that we worked hard enough to beat all of these teams out. Yeah. And every time we go out, I try to do a little bit of research on all of the competitions that we do go to make sure that the teams that we are competing against are go-getter teams. I don't want my girls to compete against, or boys, I don't want my team to compete against mediocre teams that we definitely know that we're going to beat. So the more challenging it gets, the more excited I get. And if we can get a first place trophy against the teams that I think are there, then it'll make me even more excited. It'll make me want to go even harder. And then y'all will see me on TV a little bit sooner.
So where's the farthest y'all have traveled as far as in competition?
The farthest we've traveled is High Point. We didn't go too far, like 45 minutes.
Was
Now
it-
we want to go further. We have shows coming up in Atlanta, hopefully Florida.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully some other areas, but we have to make sure that we hustle hard to get that going.
Don't you see that coming, you know, when you start competing in those bigger cities and you start seeing the competition, just like you said, the level, it's going to be really up there.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
that's-
ready.
I know you are. I can see it in you, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to make you feel real proud to know from where you're at right now to where, you know, where you're taking them young ladies at. Do you see yourself like as a mother figure to your girls?
Yes, I see myself as a mother figure. Some people would say big brother, big sister, but I don't want that with my girls. I am the mother figure. I make sure that they're good to go. I ask them all the time about things that's going on in their lives, and they actually feel comfortable coming to me. I don't know if when they talk to their real moms, they feel this comfortable, but we do have that personal relationship. We built the rapport. The girls come to me when they need something. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Yes, I see myself as the mother figure.
But that has to be a good thing, you know what I'm saying? That they can communicate with you and they get such a bond with you that they're able to, because I know they go through a lot.
Yeah.
Not only through at home, but through life.
Yeah.
How do your girls deal with the peer pressure that comes along through every day?
How do they deal with the peer pressure?
Yes, ma'am.
They deal with peer pressure. First of all, a lot of them come to me when things are not right. Either if it's not right with each other or if somebody in their school is picking on them or something like that. I always talk to my girls and I let them know to be individuals. So if anybody is pressuring you to be this way or that way, I let them know that they need to speak for themselves and be the person who they want to be. And I make sure I talk to my parents to let them know the same, because if my parents know that, if we both know that, then we can work together as a team to make sure that they are not feeding into peer pressure, and if something negative happens, they're not going down that wrong path. They come to me and talk to me about most things. Now, some things they might keep away.
Correct.
Some things that may cause them to go out of line, they might keep that out of the way.
Okay.
But I do let them know that because they are dancers now, they have dance, they have school, and they have other obligations that's going on. So if you're with your peers and you decide to do XYZ activity, then you better think about the consequence, how it's going to affect you in school, how it's going to affect you in dance. And whatever consequence you choose is your life. But you better be cautious, because Coach Jytavia is watching. I watch them on Facebook. I watch them on Instagram.
Okay.
I be watching them all the time.
For our viewing audience who wants to get more information about your organization, how would they go about contacting you?
Well, in order to contact me, everyone will have to call me on my line. My number is 980-475-6090. Another way to contact me is through email and through our website. My email address is PRIMA, PRIMA .pink, PINK, diamonds, DIAMONDS @gmail.com. That's my email. And my website is PR1MAS-pinkdiamonds.com. Please feel free to visit me.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the show. You be encouraged. Thank you.
Sorry.